Hey, the folks, got a new knife for you. What I have here is the Chaves knives Ultramar. This one was designed by my good friend Ramon Chavez, and this one is produced by Riot Knives. Now, this has been out for a while, and I think it's doing really good. I looked to see if there were any available on Blade HQ, and looks like they were all sold out. So I guess they're doing good. I'm sure Ramon's going to do the run. I do believe that they're still available through Ramon's website. And I don't know if there's going to be another shipment on Blade HQ, but last I checked, I believe, I take that back. I'm not sure if they were sold out. I think this one was sold out. This model, the Sangre. So, in the Ultramar series that Ramon created, there's the Redemption Street, which is a drop point, which looks very much like the traditional Redemption, the customs that you've seen, that I have, that I've showcased, that I've done videos on. So he's got the Redemption Street, the drop point, and he also has the Tonto version. And then he also has the Liberation Street, which also is a drop point. Liberation is a custom designed by Ramon. I think there's one out there in the wild, custom-wise. I have one in the works. That's been in the works for 3 years now. Ramon designed the Liberation a few years ago, and I got on the order for that right away. And then there's the Sangre, of course, this one, and we'll talk about this. But I just want to show you guys really quick some of the features. If you haven't seen it, of course, there's the signature Ramon Chavez pocket clip. It is a frame lock with a nice bead blast on. I think it's a bead blast. Might be a stone wash, but it looks very fine. It might be a stone wash. And it's got this micarta inlay in the titanium, nicely chamfered all around. Excellent. And of course, the blade is the popular CPM S35VN with this black stone wash. I don't believe it comes in any other finishes in the blade. I believe it's basically black stone wash. I think this comes in different colors. The micarta, this might have different colors. I think you can give it in green, black, canvas, micarta. And I believe the blade is only in a black stone wash. And I think because of the popularity of the Ultramar series, I wouldn't be surprised if Ramon offers it soon in different finishes in the blade. It would be nice to have like a satin or a stone wash. Nice flipper tab, very conducive for push button. And the reason I'm showing you that is going to be made clear to you in a little bit. This one is a nice titanium backspacer, 3D milled pocket clip. Excellent. It's got a lock bar steel insert and an over travel. You might be able to see it there. So, lots of videos on this already. I'm a little late to the party, but the reason I'm doing this is because I want to show you the prototype to the Sangre. I had the good fortune to get the prototype from Ramon months ago before the release of this. He swore me to secrecy. He didn't want me to do a video on it until these were released, and of course they've been released for several months now. So I wanted to show you the prototype. I wanted to show you the different changes that they've made since, and they came to this final production version. Now, I'm sure because of the popularity, I'm sure they're gonna do, I can almost guarantee they're gonna do different iterations of this. I hope so anyway, right? Maybe not inlays, maybe holes on the production version. I don't know. Again, the different blade styles, but they're pretty good. They're pretty popular. All right, well, let's show you so here's the prototype. And right away you can see that this one is not an inlay. It's just, well, I guess it is an inlay, right? What would you call that? It's a overlay, I guess, an overlay. It's not in the titanium, it's overlaid with the full titanium bolster, similar to this one. You can see the slight differences. The inlay micarta over here is slightly an angle with this just straight across. You'll also see the difference in the flipper tab. This is a little bit longer and angled downwards. This one is a little awkward. Again, this is just a prototype by Riot, and it's a little, it's not great for push button. It would dig into your finger, and it's a little nub. Where this one is a little bit bigger in design, and you can see that the finger rests nicely on it. Little changes. It also has a thumb stud, because the other models, the Redemption Street and the Liberation, I'm sorry, not the Liberation. The Liberation is a flipper. The Redemption Street, the Dropper and the Tonto have thumb stud deployment. I think Riot just kind of made an error and just put a thumb stud on this prototype, even though it's a flipper. All right, and you can see that so I have to light switch this one. You can see that the blade is sterile on the prototype. No markings at all. You'll see that there's the markings on the blade on the production version. And of course, Ramon Ultramar logo. Right. So pretty much the same. Except big difference in the pocket clip. You can see that the production version, and Ramon told me that, the pocket clip is much, much longer and wider. It's cute, this little skull clip. You can see the difference there. So that was a design change. So I'm sure when Ramon got the prototype, he said, you know what, I want it a little bigger. I want a little bigger skull clip, and he did. Another difference is this one has barrel standoffs, and in this one it's a titanium backspacer. I'm not sure if that's titanium. It could be. I didn't test it. Right. That's it. That's really the major differences I can see. It's pretty cool. Unmarked prototype. There's a couple prototypes out there that Ramon sold to friends and collectors. And again, I was lucky enough to get the Sangre. Now, I went with the Sangre model because I have the Redemption, basically the original Redemption, which is the drop point. I don't have the Tonto, but I wanted something different. Now I'm getting the Liberation custom, so I wanted something different, and I thought that the Sangre looked really good. The Sangre Street Flipper, which is this. I love the blade shape. It's a Warncliffe style blade. Overall length on this bad boy is 7.6. The blade length is 3.375, and again, the blade material is S35E, and I'm not sure what the blade steel on this is because it's a prototype. I gotta ask Ramon about that. It is a flat grind, very nice. No swedge on this bad boy. The Redemption Street, I believe they have swedges. And the drop point and the Tonto on the Redemption production version have swedges. The Liberation Street has a drop point blade, but it also does not have a swedge like this. So definitely, I wish I had the Liberation Street. I wish I had all four of them so I could show you, but you know, I'm just a broke YouTuber, so this is what I'm showing you guys. All right, really well done by Riot Knives. This is what I'm talking about. Talking about a designer attached to a production knife made in China, and I think that's important. You know, unless the design really speaks to me, I really feel more comfortable when I know there's a maker that I know that's attached, that designed the production. And I think we can all agree that that's what we look for the most part. For the most part, these retail at $2.99. And again, I think they I take it back. I think they're still available on Blade HQ. It's just that I don't believe they had I checked 2 days ago. At that moment, they didn't have the Sangre, but I believe all are available on Ramon's new website. I was thinking about it, like Ramon has come so far. The first time I met him was at Blade Show 2013, I believe, 2013. Ramon just made a fixed blade, and we did that Blade HQ thing where we were out like in the wild, and there was like a contest that Fast Bandit and Ramon entered, and I think Ramon won the whole thing. There's a video of it. If I can find it, I'll attach it. But yeah, and that's when we were hanging out with Knife Thursday, and all the cool cats, a couple of YouTubers, couple of Gavco, of course, Tough Thumb. So it was pretty cool. But funny story was that I went down there. That was my first Blade show, and I was really looking forward to hanging out with the Knife Thursday guys. They were at the height of their popularity. I was a little disappointed when we went out to dinner because I didn't get to sit with Knife Thursday because everybody wanted to sit with Knife Thursday. Fast Bandit sat with Knife Thursday. So we were in a restaurant, it was pretty crowded, so I ended up sitting with Ramon, who I met early. Maybe I didn't meet him yet. Maybe I did. I don't remember if I met him before at the Blade issue thing or I just met him that night. But I ended up sitting with Ramon Chavez and Donnie Nichols and my girlfriend and Menivate. And it turned out I ended up sitting with the coolest guys in the table. The coolest guys in the table. Fast Bandit got to sit with Knife Thursday and Nocturnal Knives. Controversial, but yeah, look at that. See, folks, everything happens for a reason, right? Had the best dinner. I found Ramon to be an excellent individual, and I could just feel right away then that he was gonna be something popular, gonna be something, because he was such a good soul, right? Very humble, really humble. And Ramon, if you haven't met him at the Blade Show, he's a hulk of a man. Very, very soft-spoken, very nice. You know, he looks like a tough guy, doesn't act like a tough guy. And we've been friends ever since. That's my ninja. So I'm really happy for his popularity. Anyways, folks, so just wanted to show you guys that really quick. A little comparison again and the differences. So be on the lookout. I'm sure they're going to be available more. Let Ramon know you want different variations on the blade, because I'm sure he can make that happen. Right? Maybe different styles on the handle. Ramon can make it happen. Riyadh can make it happen. Alright, folks. Enough of the rant. Enough of the video. Love you guys. Peace.